GoForth. This is Corbin here. For those of you who don't know, if you're new, I was part of the youth for a very long time, for several years. Right now, I'm in Los Angeles, California, and what I do is I go to schools and I teach kids to be Christ-like, which is a very challenging thing because today's laws, you can't use the Bible, you can't even mention Jesus' name. So the way that we're doing that is we're teaching kids to be Christ-like, and it opens doors. And at the very end of the show, kids can come up to us and ask us questions, and that's how we can actually start sharing the gospel, is once they start asking us about it. And it's worked, actually. Some kids have come up. But right now I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about the Great Commission. And I'm just going to read Matthew 28, verses 18 through 20. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you, and surely I am always with you to the very end of this age." So, verse 18, it says, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me." Everything that was, is, and ever will be has given Jesus the authority, and this is what he has to tell us: to go forth and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is the first time the Holy Trinity is mentioned in the Bible altogether, and it's telling us to go spread the gospel. But not just that. If you go on, and it says, "and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you." And this is the part I newly understand, and I got 2 days ago, where it's not just about going to a kid, doing that little prayer, and then going on to the next kid and the next kid. It's completely different. It's about obeying God and about furthering your walk with Christ, and then helping others along the way with their walk with Christ. This isn't something we're meant to do alone. And then it says, "And surely to the very end of the age, I will always be with you." And that's just amazing. So I wanted to give you guys a little example of something that recently happened that's really cool, and that shows this really well. Is we had a show a couple days ago, and it's called Be Amazing, and it's about bullying, about self-respect and respecting others. And there's a part of it that alludes to the Holy Spirit, and a couple of kids got that. A lot of the teachers did, which I thought was really cool. Teachers come up to me all the time and talk about how they ask you, "Are you Christian? Is this a Christian organization?" We say, "Yes, it is." And they said, "That's what I thought." That's amazing. But we did this show, and at the very end, there's kind of a call to action. And the last bit of it is a story of a child who starts a collection for teens to collect clothes for them. And at the very end, I get to talk to these kids. And normally I have this little thing I do, but we had some problems, and I had to do the example earlier. So we're just talking, and it's very open. It's very informal. It's basically talking with you guys. And the show's over. The kids go, they leave school. Well, about 10 minutes later, the principal comes in, and she asks us, "What did you guys do?" She has the biggest smile on her face. She said that a very large number of kids went into her office and said they wanted to start to collect toys for homeless kids. And that got me. And what I've been saying is, if I can impact one kid's life, this trip was worth it, and what I'm doing is worth it. But also, you can't forget that it's all worthless unless you're spreading the gospel, and that's something that you guys have to really take a hold of. Brianna, Josh, Zach, all of you guys, I really want you guys to pay attention to this, because you guys are going to be graduating soon. And all the new people, all the younger kids, any middle schoolers, you guys, listen to this too, because, you're part of GoForth. You get to go and graduate, and then you can do amazing things like something I'm doing. You can go off to Africa. One of the other team, her name is Kayla. She spent several years in Africa, and she was talking to me about how she would be it'd be the middle of the night. She'd have, a little bit of rice, a little bit of beans, and she had no money, and she'd have to live 2 months with just that, and she knew she wasn't getting any money, and She put all of her trust in God, and I'm getting to work with people like this. And the Great Commission is not something you do alone. Go forth is something you guys should take that motto and take the friends you're making now and hold on to that. And really what the name is, go forth into this world, go forth into the community and start planting seeds. I can't wait to see you guys soon. I can't wait to see how much you guys have changed since I've been gone. I hope you guys are doing well. Be nice to Omar. Be nice to Rudy. Say hi to everyone for me. Hopefully I get to see you guys soon. I guess that's it. Thank you so much for the prayers, and I guess bye, guys. Have a good one.